Ooh, out here in the driveway working on rust on this Morris Mor-Speed radial drill, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I picked this up from woodworking machines. You know, I haven't fallen on hard times, so I'm not in short pants. So let's get moving here. And what this is here is just a mix of automatic transmission fluid and acetone. And I picked it up on a woodworking site, and they actually suggested scraping the rust with the razor blade, but that would just be horrific on this project. I don't know if you can see, but I applied that stuff, and it is boiling. So much time I got here. I got plenty of time. Well, anyway, instead of using a razor blade, I just took a piece of steel and I brazed a piece of carbide on it, and I put it in my cutter grinder, just ground it straight across. But then I took a diamond slip or a stone and broke the corners, rounded them so it doesn't dig in. And I got a little shorty here too. It's just real handy. Now, what I do first on this stuff that's rusted that's bad is put the stuff on and then scrape it. I'll try this one here. And I just keep pushing. I like to push in kind of long strokes, see? I even hit a burr, so you can catch burrs and knock those off. Those look like some kind of scratch. But see, I just keep rolling through like that, moving over. It doesn't have to be precision. Now, the way this is ground, it's not like a way scraper that has a radius to it. You don't want that. This is just, it's more or less a paint scraper, I suppose. I don't know if you can see, but it's just gliding along the top of that cast iron, and it pushes the rust off, kind of. And it really lasts quite a long time between sharpening. And it doesn't have to be as sharp as a scraper you would, you know, seriously scrape waste with. But you can use a scraper like this to remove rust, old paint. See, there's that little spot. Come over, get that a little bit. And just kind of roll it through. This table, I'm just scooting the table around. The tilt table here weighs, I don't know, I would guess 1,500 pounds, 1,200 pounds. It's heavy. It's a Carlton tilt table. And it's actually a little oversized for this machine, but it's pretty nice. I'm really glad it's on there. So I've kind of worked on it a little bit. See what I did here? Just work that part. Hopefully you can see it. You know, get this edge. So you can tell this drill press doesn't have very many hours on it because its edges are good. You know, they're not rolled over and bashed. You know, there's some dings in it. It's been used, but it's just really nice. It's in nice condition underneath the rust. Okay. I'll work on this a little bit, coming from the, you know, other direction. And, you know, I'll do this 3 or 4 times. You know, I would rather do this than to throw some kind of chemical on here. So I'm using acetone. That's great stuff. And you can see I'm not wearing gloves. And the reason for that is if they're rubber gloves on my hands, it'd be all sweaty. It's probably 90 degrees out here, which makes this stuff work better. Yeah, see, I'm just pushing it. Yeah, a little like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some more of this mix, and it doesn't really mix, you know, so you got to slop it around and just get it on there. Now this is a brass brush, and brass works a lot better than steel. And I thought I would show you this familiar brush. You know where it come from, but it's what a phony. I mean, it's steel that's brass plated. You know, it's good for some stuff. I don't know, but it's not good for this. So now I'm going to scrub. And this is something I do put time in. It's really good for your arms and the strength of your hands. Now you want to keep fit, you know, you old guys. Keep yourself in good shape because you might need it. Okay. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna run this on that edge just a little bit here too. I think you can see it. Hopefully pretty good. Watch the old guy suffer in the driveway. Look at that old guy. You know, I mentioned before that this identical drill press to this is on the Battleship New Jersey in the machine shop. You can see it on the internet, on YouTube even. And there's one for sale over there at Machinery Consultants in Salt Lake City, and I wanted 8,000 for it, something like that. I'd want 50,000 for this one because all the time I got it. But this will look really nice when I'm done. You know, I don't really like doing this that much, but when I do, I want it to be pretty nice. Kind of go every direction. I'll do this more than once. Now, these are the weirdest paper towel rags. They're cloth-like. I don't know. They're 3 times longer than paper. They're like that gag no-tear toilet paper. You know, you get at the gag store. They're just weird, but they'll work good enough here. Let's start wiping that off and looking at it. Yeah, see. You know, I don't know about the glove thing. You see, I'm doing this barehanded, but I wipe my hands off, you know, twice a day. Look at that stain there. You can see where this whole table here was, was up front here. But, you know, this is just a start. And this will actually fade away. I'll go over it and scrape it again. You can kind of see some little spots here. Here, we'll use the little one. Then you go back over. And see that? You see that coming off there? See that band right here? Watch this. See what I mean? You have to work it a little bit, kind of a stain right there. No, this is sharp, but not too sharp. Let's look at it. Can you see it? It's just a carbide blank. I brazed to this freaky shaped ergo tool, and I ground it straight across, rounded the corners so it wouldn't dig in. Okay? You can do that on a hand grinder, I'm sure, and then, you know, use like an easy lap stone. And you can come up with this crazy stuff. I mean, it would be too hard to use a razor blade, see? Just too hard. See that? It's coming off really good right before your very eyes. And mine too. Yeah, isn't that nice? Look at that. You know, then you slop more of this stuff on. Slop. It's sort of like you have to keep replenishing the acetone a little bit. it kind of evaporates faster, and you know, you can see I'm not really keeping it clean. There's paint chips and everything in there, but what does it matter? You know, you got to get every dollar's worth out of these expensive chemicals. This is the cheapest transmission fluid I could find. See that? I don't know if you can see it, but it does boil. In this hot weather, there's machines real warm. It's been over 100 degrees here. Oh, see? Yeah, that's not bad, see? That's not bad. Oh. See, you just got to keep going over it. See, I don't know if you can see this, but even with this oil on it, it's been oiled for a long time, the rust is actually dry about 5 thousandths into it. But the quality of the cast iron is such that the rust really doesn't hurt it. I think I'm about out of time, so I hope you enjoyed this. You know, saw something that could made you feel sorry for me. Okay, thanks. Here we go.